Before I let you go, I wanted to give you this Etsy success checklist where I'm going to be going through some tips and tricks of things that I've already mentioned throughout the course, but I wanted to remind you, and also some other tips of things that I haven't mentioned before to ensure your Etsy success. So the first item is the importance of developing a brand and not only throwing something out there or just posting a product listing. A lot of people who try to succeed on Etsy, they usually have a mentality of just, let me just test this out. But if you have the mentality of a business, of an entrepreneur, and start to develop a brand that people can recognize, that they can refer to their friends, that they will want to come back and see what else you have going on, what else you're offering, then that is definitely a key to your business success. Next, we have the importance of researching, validating, and improving throughout your product research phase. So whenever you're thinking about a product, obviously research what's already going on and what's selling well, things that are in high demand, things that people are searching for already. Then validate, make sure you can sell that it actually does have demand, that it does not infringe on any patents or anything like that. And then don't just copy something that it's selling well. Absolutely improve on it. Differentiate. That's certainly a key of successful products and on all platforms, and Etsy is no different. Next, take advantage of the wonderful opportunity that it is to offer creative packaging. As I've mentioned many times, but I just want to remind you one more time that this is an opportunity for you to delight your customer and for you to upsell or to make sure they remember you and remember your brand, for them to connect with you on social media, for them to leave you a positive feedback or come back and buy other products. So do not forget, because when you don't do that, that is a huge missed opportunity. Next, optimize and re-optimize. So listing optimization, shop optimization is not a one-time thing. It's very important to optimize. As soon as you create your listing, you're going to get a boost, you're going to get some ranking, and you're going to be happy with that ranking. But sometimes there are going to be new competitors, or maybe depending on seasonality or whatever it is, to where you may or may not end up losing some ranking. And even if you don't, it's important to always go back to your product listings. And if you have lots of them, go back to your best sellers. But always take a look at your keywords, at your images, and keep re-optimizing. Do not forget that optimization doesn't just apply to text, but also to images. Next, get Etsy boosts. So take advantage of the boosts that Etsy gives for new listings and when you have a sale going on. So take that into consideration when you're developing a strategy. If you think a listing is not really doing that well, try creating a sale for it. And if you want a boost for your entire shop, then try creating new listings, offering new designs. Highly, highly recommend that. Next, add momentum to new listings by going to your social media platforms. If you have an email list, be sure to email all of your past customers, create coupon codes, create a sale. As I said, Etsy does give a boost, but when you really add the momentum to it and ride that wave, you can really skyrocket the success of that listing and of your entire shop. Next, follow seasons and trends. And I've already mentioned this here before, but do not forget, I know that throughout the business of running a business, we end up forgetting if there's an occasion coming up, or if it's fall right now, but Christmas is just around the corner and maybe you could be developing something right now. Be sure to always keep that in mind, to follow seasons and trends. If there's a really successful movie that came out, or if you see some sort of pattern going on when you go shopping and maybe you want to apply that to your products and follow that trend, I would bet that you would experience some really great increasing sales. Next, take advantage of Etsy integrations. Always go back to Etsy integrations, that tab that I showed you guys in the shop manager overview, and pay attention to the new integrations that they're offering. A lot of times those integrations will save you a lot of time and money too, even if you have to pay for a certain tool. But if they can automate something for you that it's taking a lot of your time that you could be spending researching new products, improving your current products, or reaching out to customers, whatever it is, then it could definitely be worth it. Next, analyze your Etsy stats and develop strategies. Just like you should be re-optimizing your listings in your shop whenever you can on a periodically basis, I would encourage you to always keep going back to your Etsy stats and take a look on what's going on. If you're bringing in a lot of the customers that are shopping, or if it's mostly Etsy, maybe you can step up your social media game, or see your bestsellers list if they've been changing, or maybe if you should be developing similar products to the ones that are selling really well. So always keep going back and improving. It's a cycle that really pays off. Next, invest in killer graphics. I cannot stress this enough, the importance of graphics for any e-commerce business, because as we mentioned before, your customer cannot smell, cannot touch, they cannot see the 3D experience of your product. So invest in really high quality images and videos, and I promise you, especially on Etsy, because they're really all about graphics, and the image portions is so big. A lot of customers, as we mentioned before, only look at images before they make a purchasing decisions. So definitely invest in killer graphics. Then get banners. Try to get those banners to grab the attention of your customers whenever you can. Some of these banners are the free shipping banner, the best seller, the sale. Whenever you have a sale going on, they have the old price crossed off and the sale price in green. Also, when you're running low on stock, they have a little banner under your listing saying hurry up, like giving that scarcity feeling. So that could be a strategy as well to grab the attention of your customer and give them an extra incentive for them to buy right away. Then utilize newly released features. So that goes for any tool, any social media tool, any platform, any application, all of this technology. They keep improving and releasing new features, and whenever they do that, they want to see how those features perform. So when you are one of the first ones to utilize something that they have just released, most likely they're going to give you a boost and give you more distribution because they want to see the results of that specific feature. So for example, if Etsy just launched the video feature, then make sure to get a video right away, no matter what it's about, as long as it's about your product. But it doesn't have to be something super professional or very commercial or anything like that. Just try to utilize as many new features as possible. So keep on the lookout for those and don't miss out on that train. And then lastly, this is something I haven't mentioned before, and it's not something official. It's just something that I've heard from other Etsy sellers, which is to avoid going on vacation mode. And that is for two reasons. One, whenever you come back, a lot of sellers have reported to have had a lot of difficulty ranking for keywords that they were ranking really well before. So if they were selling, for example, wedding invitations, and they were ranking really well, and they went on vacation mode, when they came back, it was really difficult to get on that top position again. Maybe they were on page 2, or maybe they were on the bottom of the page, and sales were definitely not the same as before. Or even worse, there have been some sellers who said that after they came back from vacation mode, out of the blue, their Etsy seller account got deactivated, and they do not get any support from Etsy or any explanation. So I would just to recommend you and pass it on the information. Try to avoid going on vacation mode as much as you can. If you're a little bit overwhelmed, maybe try increasing your prices or increasing your processing time, or maybe try hiring someone that can help you out, maybe with some part of the production or the shipping. So yes, I just wanted to leave you with this Etsy success checklist so you can always refer back to it and get reminded of some of the strategies that you've learned here throughout the course. And I hope this was helpful. So let's go ahead and get to the next video.